Welcome to Giga, where cars meet their most ironic moments. Every scene is a mix of funny and sad, but extremely worth watching. Take a deep breath because you are about to see something crazy. Let's begin. Everything seemed fine until the crane turned from a lifting machine into its own victim. Just as the truck was about to slide back, the excavator rushed in and turned the situation around. When you think you're the toughest on the site, and then the swamp teaches you a lesson in humility. One wrong turn here and the forest might get a brand new wooden sculpture.
The optimum brake! Optimum brake! Damn. God damn.
It started as a simple climb, but halfway through it turned into a lesson in patience and handbrakes. A heart-stopping moment. Just a few degrees off and it could have gone wrong, but he nailed it. The orange giant stretches its powerful steel arms to the sky, gently cradling structures weighing hundreds of tons. It is the embodiment of human ambition, building the future from the pieces of the present, a dance of power and precision. you try to climb the hill, but end up launching into orbit instead. This trip through the swamp isn't just about hauling wood, it's a test of patience and grit. The cat monster is on the rampage. Its power and size are amazing to look at. Every roll of its wheels seems to shake the ground. This is the symbol of absolute power in the mining industry. An unstoppable machine. This isn't a downhill road. It's a final boss-level courage test. Sometimes, to clean up the ruins in life, we have to put ourselves in precarious and dangerous positions. This image is a testament to how courage and skill can help us solve the most difficult problems. It all looked promising until the pull turned against its own master. This truck is climbing that hill like it's in a contest to see who gassed first, the driver or the engine. Every inch upward feels like a battle between gravity and human determination. The machine crawls onto the boat like a giant beast, testing its own limits. It's supposed to be a rescue mission, but it looks more like the truck's leg day. The trapped truck looks swallowed by the mud, until a steel giant came to the rescue. A perfect technique. The operator used the bucket as a fulcrum and the lever arm to shift the center of gravity, simultaneously pulling the machine up. The smooth coordination between the chain movement and the lever control was the key to this success. The load had exceeded the limit of the clamp. Attempting to lift multiple large logs at once had unbalanced the center of gravity and significantly reduced the clamping force, resulting in inevitable slippage. The car was dragged away like a fallen warrior, leaving behind silent scars on the road. The clash of steel, the scent of fresh timber, and raw mechanical power. This is what a real work symphony sounds like. The road's slick as butter, and that car just slid straight into the spotlight. No one thought it would make it, but inch by inch, the dozer proved that sometimes weight means determination. After hours on the boat, the steel beast finally sets foot on solid ground, ready for its next mission. A split-second loss of control, and everything unfolded in the blink of an eye. The truck sways through the muddy trail, each tire fighting against the raw strength of nature. On sand, it's not about more power, it's about the right technique and steady speed. Through the mist, the engine roars like a steel beast carrying the weight of the ancient forest. When you try to prove you're the king of the forest, but the forest proves otherwise. When you think your car's a beast, but the tire decides to retire halfway through. This lineup could make any parade step aside. The power of this Komatsu D375A is amazing. The rear ripper plows through hard soil with ease. This is a real monster, born to conquer the toughest terrain. A great machine. Amid the dust and roaring engines, the truck climbs like a warrior refusing to give up. Sometimes it's not about pulling harder, it's about pulling smarter. Here's clear proof: one moment of carelessness, and the cost is the entire machine. When demolishing, your position is just as important as the power of the machine. A safe distance is never too much, especially when what you're hauling weighs tons. We thought the demolition would go according to plan, but the house decided to leave in its own way. The moment this machine appeared, I felt as if the ground itself was shaking beneath its massive tracks. Its sheer size makes everything around it seem unbelievably small. Standing before it, you realize the true marvel of engineering. A machine so massive it's intimidating, yet so sophisticated it's mesmerizing. A slight tilt, and then the entire machine, weighing tens of tons, collapses in an instant. And the surprise is, this isn't the only rollover in today's video. In just a few seconds, the entire roof was brought down by the excavator's precise operation. Comment number 1 if you've ever seen an even bigger fail than this. The barrier said hello, and the loader answered with a fiery kiss. In a country like India, these vehicles could even still be useful for another 100 years. But here, they no longer serve any purpose. And this is the executioner, equipped with a hydraulic jaw, a true metal-eating monster. It's not just dismantling, it's tearing apart, crushing, and turning once proud trucks into nothing more than heaps of scrap. Every bite delivers hundreds of tons of force, snapping steel frames as if they were nothing more than toothpicks. A sudden stop with tens of tons of steel lurching forward dangerously. In an instant, the heavy cement mixer lost its balance and disappeared over the edge of the cliff.
The rat completely exploded. Everything in here is just full of chaos. I kept digging, got the time machine cover off, popped that one. They're good. Oh.
Consider it a lesson. That vehicle probably cut in a little too close, or the truck simply didn't see him there. That's why keeping a safe distance on the road is so important. A flip that was never part of the demolition plan. Welcome to Siberia, where winter is no joke. It's a battle. And here are our warriors, the Soviet-era beasts, the Kirovets K-700 and K-701. They aren't snowplows. They are ice-breaking tanks. Watch them roar, tearing through a wall of thick snow as if it were nothing but a cloud. This is raw, unfiltered power, born from the coldest lands on Earth. It was really lucky that the driver managed to jump out of the truck safely.
My God.
The cargo decided to go off on its own in the middle of the road. Wait, is this a bulldozer or a monster? This house just turned into an impromptu construction site. In the heavy machinery industry, running into problems on the job is unavoidable, and this is a case of a gearbox getting stuck. I've run into this myself, and I used a crowbar to pull it out. In an instant, a misaligned reverse turned the tanker into a heavy block of metal leaning on its side. Who says carrying more is faster? Here's living proof. This truck is turning the road into a stunt show as its front end keeps lifting off the ground. When the wood is heavier than the driver's determination, this situation proves it. The Soviet-era legend, the Kirovet's K701, a beast born to tear through the steppes, has bowed its head today. It's struggling to haul a massive seeding rig across tough terrain, and it looks like the ground has won. Go slow, stay balanced, keep the cargo steady. A hard-earned lesson from the Fuso GoPrak.
ครับไปแล้วครับไปแล้วลงน้ำไปแล้วโอ้โหดีค่ะลงน้ำไปแล้วครับพี่น้อง
The car seems like it wants to turn into a submarine, but it forgot to bring a snorkel. Betting against gravity? You just lost, driver.
Hey, somebody is in shit today, eh? You gotta deal with the boss, phone him.
This truck decided to try roller skating today, but the result wasn't exactly pretty.
His whole shipment is laying on its side.
This is an example showing that the driver needs to check the ground surface and balance before raising the dump bed.
Whoa.
This is a terrifying battle between modern technology and raw, unbridled power. The Kirovets is roaring, digging its enormous wheels deep into the earth, struggling to pull a mistake weighing tens of tons out of its muddy grave. Behold the crushing power of overload on every wheel.
Dad, you better shut the...
The driver probably thought the truck was a superhero and failed miserably. It's rare to see a classic machine upgraded with modern features, keeping the spirit of old engineering while showing such outstanding power. Every move of the T150K isn't just work, it's a powerful display of mechanical performance. Who needs juggling tricks when you've got a dump truck collapse like this?
Está passando a ponte na Elcio. Isso, Elcio. Vai devagar, né? Devagar, né? Devagar, moço. Devagar, vai. Vai devagar. Vai devagar que você vê com o caminhão, né?
In just seconds, everything shifted from chaos to suspense, impossible to look away. In front of you is a bulldozer at work in a massive landfill, neatly gathering each layer of trash on the ground.
Holy moly!
In an instant, the train turned the car into a spray of flying metal fragments. In an instant, the truck lost control and slammed straight into the fence, leaving everyone in shock. This video came dangerously close to crossing from a near miss into a real tragedy. Looks like the driver forgot to lock the latch and the logs decided to make a run for freedom. It's not just the kids who are thrilled by this. Even their whole families can't help but be amazed. This is the crawl trap for anyone who forgets to check their height. In terrain this treacherous, a single wrong move can leave the vehicle stuck. When the center of gravity shifts, even a steel beast has no choice but to collapse helplessly. We're witnessing a one-of-a-kind unloading method straight out of a genius playbook. Instead of finding a proper ramp, they've turned this Kamaz dump truck into a thrill ride slide for the tractor. The big lesson here, adding more pulling power doesn't always mean safety. To pull this off, it takes more than just raw power. It requires precise calculation of force and angle. Comment number 1 if you've ever come across a scene like this in real life. Just one moment off the rails, and the entire ethanol train turned into a massive chaos. This truck must be auditioning for the role of losing control in a comedy movie. The bucket joint, if not maintained regularly, can easily end up like this. Safety always starts with careful inspection. This silo tower has stood through countless harvests, enduring storm after storm. But today it faces its final challenger, a modern beast, the Caterpillar excavator. This truck looks like it's stuck between two worlds. Can't move forward, can't back out either. Drop a number 5 in the comments if you've ever been in this situation. Today he's not walking the dog, he's walking a truck instead. Right in front of us is the EK-140 rock cutter, a true demolition beast mounted on an excavator. It doesn't just smash, it doesn't just break, it crushes. Look at its rotating steel jaws, lined with razor-sharp teeth, chewing through asphalt and concrete as hard as stone, grinding them down to dust and gravel in a matter of seconds. A reckless move, and the wheels just spin like they're doing water aerobics. Just standing still and it turns into a drift. This slippery road is no joke. The bridge says, "Sorry, buddy. If you don't meet the height requirement, you're not getting through." Welcome to the Ultimate Power Showcase. Brought to you by Laturos and CTC. And here comes our star, the king of the mountains, the Caterpillar D11T. Just look at that massive blade. It's not just pushing dirt, it's reshaping the entire landscape. With every smooth push, it moves more earth and rock than dozens of trucks could haul in multiple trips.
Vagy alatt a végeledénye.
Hát nem tudom, látod, hogy elég kapó is a minden.
Rendben, azt mondja, hogy autózatodik.
The driver probably thinks three-wheelers are the trend this year.
Let's go.
О! Вот так вот и надо было.
This is the clearest proof. Overloading and poor securing can lead to a rollover at any moment. In front of you stands a wheel excavator, one of the largest land machines ever built by human hands. Just look at that colossal wheel. It's a rotating jaw, endlessly biting into the mountainside, tearing through thousands of tons of earth and rock every hour. Each bucket on that wheel is bigger than a car. This machine can move enough material in a single day to fill an entire football field dozens of meters deep. This is exactly why drivers need to double-check the tailgate lock before hitting the road.
Oh, not good. Oh boy, here we go, here we go. Oh my gosh.
Taking that turn like a first love and ending it just as heartbreakingly.
He finally gave up. It ain't gonna work, dude. You gonna run right over it, bust all those tires up. Oh, there it goes. Yes! Oh, that's the number 2.
This car just invented a new parking style, straight up saluting the sky. The most important thing about a tractor isn't the tractor itself, but the person driving it. If you agree, drop a number 2 in the comments. Before us stands a track machine, built to conquer any terrain. But today, its operator has chosen to challenge the laws of physics head-on. A tiny car facing off against a massive mountain of logs. It looks like something straight out of an adventure movie. This struggle deserves to be in a mechanical strength competition.
Маленько дальше взял и провалился. Теперь его как отсюда вытаскивать будут, я не знаю. Должны приехать трактористы и вытащить его отсюда. Ужасное дело, сколько он земли перерыл. Как не опрокинулся, я не знаю.
If those truck fails cracked you up, hit that like button, share it with your crew, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss what's coming next. See you in the next video. It's only getting wilder from here.